What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dope Randy, back at it again. And don't adjust your TV sets or your phones or your tablets or anything like that, because for the first time since March the 15th, 2020, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and in a brand new format for the Sofa Racing League, like we always do. You know what it is. Back in trucks, and I'll explain that new format in just a second, but we're enduring number 2 here. 6 trucks. He Hate Me, Come On a Face, me, T-Bone, Austin Flick, and then Smitty the King making his sofa debut. Talk about an interesting time to make your sofa debut. But as you can see here, I'm the only A-lobby jobber in this bitch, which is fine. I mean, I love T-Bone, as we all know, and Come On a Face is one of the best guys in the B lobby. Probably gonna go up in A at some point. Speaking of which, me and him and Austin Flick, as you saw lagging on turn 1 in the 33 truck, we're gonna go up on a 3 on, I'd say 1.5, because that inside line is not formed at all. And that outside line's going to get moving here, and the 3 of us are going to go to the front as Flick continues to lag, like I don't know what. And me and Come On a Face is just going to assort our way to the bottom, and we're going to be 1-2. And as we are in this low stress situation, I'm going to talk about this new format. And so, everyone around the league, A and B, got tired of running Cup every year, and basically it was starting to get mundane and ran through the mud. Like, I took a break from the playoffs when I was in it, just because I wasn't having fun anymore. I just hated it. And we didn't bring back Trucks Evil. And so basically what we're doing is that from the downtime we have from Heat 5 Cup to the new NASCAR game that's going to come out in sometime in the late summer, early fall, we're basically just going to have some truck races and ran like a dirt race, if that made any sense. And what I mean by that is we're going to have heats, or duels, whatever you want to call it, 6 duels for 6 drivers, and that's going to be 36 in total. And out of that, we're going to, as T-Bone makes a nice move on He Hate Me, not the XFL store, by the way, just He Hate Me, and then he tries to come onto me, but I'm not having any of that, because especially at a track like Talladega in a big fat truck, you cannot make moves unless you just, it's impossible to make a move. So with these big wide trucks, and yeah, T-Bone just ran out of room, big fella. But back to what I was saying, and I might put some numbers up on the screen, but yeah, 6 heats for 6 driver seats. That's 36 in total. And then from these, you're going to have a D main, a C main, a B main, an LCQ, and an A main. So if you win this heat race, like Come On a Face this right now, you're going to win. You're going to go into the A main with 3 laps to go here. And then second and third, which is me and He Hate Me, 2289, we're going to go into the C main. And then T-Bone, Flick, and Smitty, all pull Smitty by himself in P6, going to go into the D main. And you can work your way, and for the people in the C and the D, you can work your way up into the A or the B. So, and the LCQ too. So, basically, it's not chaos, but it's different. And especially at a track like Talladega, where anything can happen, and anyone can win on any given day, it's going to be even more chaotic as we're coming 2 laps to go. And now, back to the race. I'm thinking about what am I going to do, because I really don't want to be in a C main with the situation that could happen. So I would like to win this race. But the problem is, I'm the only A lobby driver in here. It's literally one. Well, it was 1 on 5. But Smitty has lost the draft. So now it's 1 on 4. T-Bone might work with me. But we'll see. As I'm going to make my move now as we go to the high side. Coming to the white flag. And I hope someone comes with me as I side draft off of him. And T-Bone's going to go with me like a OG. 1 lap to go, percent by Critter 1 Bank in the second heat race, as this is heat number 2. As I continue to side draft off of him, we all edging out in front. He runs me up the hill just a smidge, but I try to get as close as I can to him, not to get any momentum. But as you can see, that the outside line has died. As I say that, he hate me come back to my tailgate, as it's now 2 on 3. But the problem is that we're a truck length behind, and so we're back in third, and they're going to get that inside line. So Flick's going to come out ahead of me, and then he hate me, just decides to leave me, like the XFL left him, and it's 3 on 2, and the 3's going to beat the 2, and then he hate me, we get bumper hook, and then me and T-Bone make contact, and we're going to finish 4th place. Which is a disaster from a point of it, because instead of going into the C, you're going to have to go into the D main, and that means we're going to have a long night ahead of us in our number 50, on our unsponsored 56 truck, and that sucks, because I was trying to be aggressive, trying to win the race, and that didn't work. Credit to Come On Face for getting the dub and going to the A main. Like I said, I've been watching him since last season. I think he's a special talent, and he can do good things. And I tried to be aggressive, and Flick and he hate me. Probably don't know who I am. Well, they know who I am from being just the name. They don't know how I drive, but trying to be aggressive. No one went with me. And I went to the back. Immediately. Straight to the back. So, that sucks. And now we're going to have a long night ahead of us in our 56 truck. And lesson learned. And now we go into the D main and work our way up. And I'll see you in there in just a second. So here we go in the D main. And I made a mistake right when you saw that, because I forgot to record the first lap of the D main, and I started on the pole. So when I had to go hit the record button, I drifted up, and they all just passed me, which sucks. Now I go from the pole to being in 5th, and the way it works in this one is you have to be in the top 4. As we have as I just latch into his tailgate and ready. I don't know where you two are going, but you're about to go to the back, big fellas. As Ready Player and Strauss just go backwards. But yeah, D main. First off, I'm seeing some names in here that I'm kind of surprised are in here, like your defending champion in the B lobby, Rockstar, and then you see Jaden and Hollingsworth and me, and then Ready Player Strauss. And then I don't know who the other two are, but as Ready Player's trying to make a move, but see, in these big, heavy trucks, if you just block like a motherfucker, you will be okay. And especially with the position I'm in. And with that, you have to be in the top half, which is the top 4 out of 8. As we all know, Major Spy, he is the 9th person just chilling right now. And so we have to be in the top, we have to finish 4th or better out of 8. So, I was on the pole, choked it, and went back to 5th. Now, due to people being aggressive, I'm taking that and going into 4th place. Now the game plan here is don't make a move, because if you do, you will get passed. So I'm going to be on the bottom. I'm going to be at the bottom as Jane is trying to make some money moves. But he gets back in line quickly as he realized that was not going to work. And by the way, shout out to Jaden MC for his TikTok walk with the Silver Racing League, as he has grown our popularity and notoriety through TikTok, which I have found on my For You page, and now I am following him on TikTok, so good for him. Good for him, and yeah. So, we're coming to 3 laps to go, as he is running P2. Rockstar, the defending champion, in P1. I'd say the 3 of us probably were in the same boat when it came to the heat races, as we was trying to make something out of nothing. And the 3 of us just crashed and boned, and being in D-Main. So, yeah. Big L's. But but as long as we take care of business, we ought to be fine. As the six of us heal. Actually, 7 of us. I take that back. There's a 7th truck back there. Courtois in the number 2 truck. Another new fella. Or if it's Courtois. I say Courtois because the Real Madrid goalkeeper was Courtois. And he's one of the best goalkeepers in the world. So that's just how I see it. Courtois, so like, whatever the fuck. If you're watching this, and if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, you can beat me in the head with a sledgehammer. Yeah. So as you can see here, 2 laps to go. I'm not gonna make a move because I'm not gonna risk it. But I'm gonna make this just like Courtois for Real Madrid. He's known for being really big and making himself really big so that it's impossible to get a ball around him, right? So that's basically what I'm going to do here as we're coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go in the D main, presented by Credit One Bank, # cheap plug. So basically, I'm going to make my truck as big as possible and try to stall out any runs they can get. As you can see, I let out of the gas just a smidge and let Strauss and Courtois and Ready Player just pretty much suck up to my tailgate, and they couldn't do a thing. And I get a run on Hollingsworth, but I just hit him I just hit his tailgate. And Strauss realizes if he goes high, he's probably screwed, so he just has to latch on. And I see Ready Players trying to make a move. Again, I let out of the gas again. And realizing that he's in a bad spot, he has nowhere to go. And coming out of turn 4, we're gonna survive going to the C main, and that's just good quality work by me, Hollingsworth, Jaden, and Rockstar, basically just chilling out and not doing anything crazy. And it was going to be 4-on-3 regardless of what happens. So, I mean, the only way I could see Strauss, Courtois, or Ready Player doing anything was if they gave me the bump, and as you saw me, I was trying to be as slow as possible. And so it was kind of a boring race, but a necessary race. A necessary race to get me back into the majority of the field. And yeah, just a really professional race. And now we're going to go into the C main, starting shotgun. And I will be in there in just a second. And we back in C main, as this is going to be my 3rd race of the evening. Calling me the Iron Man out here, because I am just doing all of the racing it seems like I can up to this point. As you saw on the entry list, we had a lot of recognizable names in that group, as basically this is where the majority of the people fell, because I mean only 6 people could directly transfer into the A main. And from the 6 heat winners. And second and third, that's 12 drivers. And then the 8 from the D main, including myself. So that's 20 drivers in the C main. So we're pretty much right with everybody. As we have a really jagged start here. As we see Jaden shout out his TikTok again. And basically, as we see some really familiar names, as we see the one and only Luke Riley. And we're going to see Justin, and we're going to see Sharp, and we're going to see Dad. And so we're starting to get some A-Lobby guys, or finally see some people that the audience have seen before on the channel. As speaking of Sharp, there he is in that number 20 truck, doing a Todd Bodine throwback, it looks like, as he is going to the back. Now, for the C main, you have to finish first or second to get into the A main, and then 3 through 7 as checkup happens, and I lose a couple of spots to Greg Tyrus and Schulp. Back to P9. But again, 7 laps. But like I was saying, first and second go into the A main, and then 3 through 7 go into the last chance qualifier, and then the LCQ will be on from there as you see Luke and J Money Justin try to say that 10 times fast, gets hung out to dry on the outside, and we're back into a LCQ qualifying position. As right now, I mean, it seems like everyone is just being chill right now, as we got 5 laps to go here. Every one of us are in, every single truck is in this pack. And me, Sharp, and Luke, as I do not know where Sharp's going. They were like, he was like an excited kid on Christmas morning trying to go down the stairs, trying to see went up to that high side right there, and as he falls back in line. So basically, me, Sharp, and Luke, we all have a connection from racing and talking to each other for 2 or 3 years now, and so we feel like we can get up there, but we have to be latched onto each other. As me and Sharp, Luke is that truck behind J Money 88 Justin. And Luke's trying to make a move, but J Money is not having any of it. And then that 26 truck, oh my goodness, that's scrolly. But I mean, as here we go, me and Sharp is trying to make a move. We get past 1. We get past 2, and that's where the run stalls it. But J Money and Luke all coming with us behind. And as soon as I say that, the run dies because Luke! Oh, his contact's made and Luke's on pit road. Oh no. Oh no. As Jaden and Greg I don't know. It looked like Greg made. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that checkup, but it looked like Jaden had the hezzy, and Greg Tyrus got all squirrely and hit Sharp and put him in the fence, and I had to check up, and Luke just got fucked royally as he got the second wave from Greg's contact and sent him straight into the pits. And his chant and one of the strong contenders, Luke Riley, will now be going to the B main. Going into the B main. So that's one contender gone. As much as I hate it for Luke, he's had a rough time lately in the Surfer League, just like I have. as Short again like a kid on Christmas morning, being really excited to try something, but it's not happening. But then Trilogy in the 52 is hung out to dry, and I'm in 8th, so I gotta gain a spot. I've gotta gain a spot in the Trill. That was close. Organized shelf, or Trill, whatever you want to call it. And then Sharp gets hung out to dry, but I'm gonna be in front of him. So P7. I don't think we can get into the top 2 as I try to make a move, and it's not going anywhere. So I gotta protect 7th, and I'm just gonna cut down right in front of Sharp, and he has nowhere to go. Coming a 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank, hashtag cheap plug. So P7, I can't lose it. I can gain, but I can't get any worse than 7th, as everyone is just being single file. Everyone is being single file as I try to make a move under Trill, but he is not having any of it, and I just fall back in line. Sharp is right behind me, and He Hate Me is trying to make a move, but he has no help, and it's 1 on 8, so that's going nowhere, big fella. And then Sharp's run kind of stalls with him being side by side with He Hate Me, and then we have then Tyrus and Jane are side by side. And then J Money and Trill's on the grass, and I'm just gonna gas it, and we get P7. And Sharp couldn't do a thing because he didn't have any momentum or anything like that. He didn't have any help, any momentum. And just like that, Sharp and Luke Riley, 2 of the big favorites, are going to the B main. You hate to see it. Congratulations to Justin Shackett and probably your dad for advancing into the A main, the other 2 A lobby drivers in this field. And then you got Trill in the middle in P5. So 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7th, 8th, 10th. All the A lobby guys. And as we all go into we got the last spot in the LCQ. Good for us, as our eventful night's going to continue here. But just something I'm noticing right off the get-go. The gap between the B and the A lobby drivers is really minute, if you will. There's pretty much no gap. If you know how to handle the truck, regardless of what you're in, you're going to be Gucci in the club. As you see that with a good amount of B lobby drivers doing good. Come on, face in my door race 1. You see Greg up there in 3, J Money, Justin 4th, Jaden 6th. Like, you know, we got some B lobby drivers getting the job done, if you will. And so, with that said, we're gonna go straight into the LCQs, and I will see you there for our 4th race of the night in just a second. Ooh, third fastest lap. And we back for the LCQ, and boys, I have made a fatal mistake, and I am... this, you know, when you take an L, you take a big L, especially at a track like Talladega, where it's basic, well, you lose the... Anyway, what happened was, we got everyone into the LCQ, right? And T-Bone wanted to invite some other people to watch the LCQ so they can kill some time and see what happens. I was assigned the host of the lobby, and like an idiot, I just unpaused the timer and basically gave no time for T-Bone invitees to come in. And what was even worse about it was, instead of being one of the people... See, I thought T-Bone accidentally forgot to invite one of the participants in the LCQ who on his way to it. And so I backed out of the start, figuring there'd be a redo. But as you can tell, there was no redo. And basically, I did not go in the start thinking there would be a redo. But there's not. And so, yeah, you talk about getting caught with your pants down. That is embarrassing. That is wrong by me. And I take full responsibility for my reasoning for not advancing to the A main, because you're shooting 4 laps to go. We are 5 seconds behind. We are not catching them. Although it looks like the Fluff God, something happened to him on lap 2 or 3, and he is all by himself, as me and T-Bone are just catching him. As at this point, I'm thinking about, man, what am I going to eat tomorrow for lunch? What am I going to do other than record and edit this video? What am I going to do? As it is really boring just chilling. And yeah, that sucks. That sucks. As we are catching Fluff God at an insane rate. I would sure hope so, because it's 2-on-1. As we are coming to the line for 3 laps to go. As we have another accident involving, it looks like MBFTF. And we have caught the Fluff God. And there's no point in passing him, since it's basic. We gotta, for the small chance that we have to catch them, we gotta be in the biggest line as possible and just hope for madness. So I let Fluff God in the 51. Or no, 97, I'm sorry. In the 97, just lead us. We have someone on pit road. It looks like Rockstar was in the pits. There must have been an accident. It's Trilogy! A.K.A. Organized Shelf is slow. Okay, but we're in P7, coming to 2 laps to go. Now, still, judging by Fluff God's in 6th, MBFTF is in 5th, and then whoever that white truck is in 4th. There's still 3 trucks in that lead pack. They could wreck, they could not, I don't know. But we're just going to catch MBFTF. MBFTF, that is his name. I don't know why, but I'm just kidding, love you. In that 51 truck. So we have 4 trucks in this line, as those 2 are making some moves. As basically our chances of A main are as minute as me getting a date with Taylor Swift in Nashville. I don't know what that 51 truck is doing. Coming to the white flag, 1 lap to go, presented by Pepsi, #cheap plug. So we're in 6th. We could get another spot, because that's Jaden in the 22. This will catching him drastically quick. But unless those top 3 up there will wreck, I'm just saying yellow, I'm going to go below the yellow line. We're going to split Jaden 3 wide. As I'm the only one who went below him, as everyone else went above. As T-Bone is trying to pass, but the inside line always prevails at Talladega. And there's no point in passing Fluff God at this point, because it looks like the top 3 is not going to wreck. There they are up there. As the 88 truck, Greg Tyrus wins, and we're going to get 5th. And so it's Greg and J Money. Good for the 2 B-Lobby guys getting it done and transferring into the A main. As we get 5th. And I just want to say really quick, me, Jaden, and Rockstar, shout out to the 3 of us. We're going from the D main to the LCQ. Now, it's unfortunate that all 3 of us didn't get in, but that's a part of the deal. Again, my fault. I pretty much screwed myself. And now, let's try to do the best we can in the B main, the co-main event, as I will see you there in a second. And so, here is the B main, as Short makes a good move on lap 1. As basically these, we're going to have 11 people as Luke and Sharp get squirrely up there. As, basically in the B main and the A main, they're all stages, and it's 25%. The other races are 7-lap sprints. Oh, as MBFT, contact, more contact, as I am making money moves going from 4th to 2nd. as I did have a glitch. That would have been really unfortunate if I hit the circle button. Really unfortunate. And with that said, I'm going to go falling back now because on the outside line, and okay, Rockstar and Sharp, I see how it is, just leaving my dusty ass. As it looks like there's been a big pile-up back there. Or not a big a 3-truck pile-up, as we are back to 8th place. As we're in front of Court Toys or Courtois when the 99ers Rockstar makes contact with Sharp. That was sketchy, big fella. That was really sketchy. Really sketchy. As we're coming to 2 laps to go in the stage, 7 trucks in front of the field here. I'm going to go on the outside, just mad chilling, right? And MBFTF is Scrawly, so we're going to get around him easy. I'm going to cut in front of him, try to get to Luke, my buddy, in the 98 truck. As it's now me, Sharp, and Luke on the outside, the 3A guys, but now Luke cuts down, but he pulls back up. So now it's 4-on-3, 4-on-2 as I'm going to go down. Then Sharp comes down, and we're going to leave Luke hanging out to dry. As we're coming to the white flag of Stage 1, 1 lap to go in the stage presented by Chevrolet, hashtag cheap plug, as me and Sharp are going to go to the outside along with Luke. And we're going to see what we can do up here, just experimenting for the last part of this race. The B main, the co-main, if you will. As that inside line is really screwy. Man, that was screwy. But we are still organized, as the inside line is not organized. As again, another glitch in the matrix. As we make a really nice move, Flick makes contact with Clayboy. Me, Sharp, and Luke are still on the outside. And we are freaking like a train right now on the New York. We're like a freaking subway on the train station of New York right now. The 3 of us are humming as Sharp is going to go to the point. I'm in P2. Luke's in P3. Contact with Flick. Contact again. More contact. And Sharp's going to win the stage. I'm in second. Luke's in third. My God, son. Me, Sharp, me, and Luke making that outside line work. Humming like a train. Humming like the metro at the New York station. Getting the job done, if you will. And so now we're going to come to the pits. You don't have to pit in these states. You don't have to pit. But I'm going to jack up the PSIs as much as I can to make myself have some more solo speed. And as we are having fun in the B main, we are not going to get a lot of points. For context, as I'm barely going to get as much as I can, as half the field pit, half the field doesn't pit. For context, the B main winner, there's 2 B mains, 10 and, in this case, 11 and 11. 11 and 10, I'm sorry. 11 and 11. Yeah, 11 and 11. The winner gets 15 points. In the A main, the winner gets 60. So, you're basically screwing yourself at the championship. At this point, for me, it's all about having fun and getting my getting my love for racing back again as Mini King just plows Clayboy in the 74 truck. Our old truck. Making his debut. Is it a little bit of nerves we got going on in this Chad little truck, the 97 truck? As we are on the outside line, P7, P6, it depends. They're trucking the outside. I'm just being me as I don't even know. That was crazy. But we get through it. Smitty just takes himself out of the pack with being loose as hail. As flag wreck happens with Austin Flicker, several people. I saw T-Bone. I saw Rockstar in that mess. No, I did not see Rockstar. I take that back. I saw T-Bone. I saw Clay. I'm sorry. I saw Coulthard in that mess. My God. Big pile up. Half the field's taken out. I did not mean to say Rockstar. He is actually in P2 in that Jimmy Johnson throwback of the 23. 7-time. As we're going to get him out MBF for P5, no problem. As now I'm basically thinking, I don't want to be behind this 33 because he is lagging like a monster, the lag monster from Season 3, if you will. I shall not name names. As he lags again and it destroys our run. As I'm just going to go as I get put in the outside with Flick Riley, my good friend. And the two of us are just chilling. As Sharp is winning. Rockstar's in second. MBF goes a little high. Not Sluke. A little high. And I'm going to let him in. Like a good Samaritan. As stage 2 with 2 laps to go. You know. We're just chilling right now. We're just mad chilling, if you will. As they're making moves. And I'm just going to fall into that. Oh, lag. Oh, lag. Oh, sweet Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus. Lag. As me, Luke, and MBF gets absolutely trucked. As more lag coming to the white flag. 1 up to go in stage 2. Presented by Snowco. Hashtag cheek plug as he's lagging again. He is lagging again. Oh my God, this is getting scary. This is getting scary! Oh, he's lagging all over the place. I'm scared. I am absolutely petrified as Luke. As we're going to go 3 wide as he gets... Oh, man, I'm scared. I am scared as Rodstar and Flick actually make a move on Sharp. And Rodstar gets ahead of Sharp for first place, but Flick is going to be the one that gets sacrificed to the Lambs. More lag! MBF gets taken out, as Flick is just chilling. As we go for the stage 2, I'm going to file in, I'm going to tuck in behind Sharp. And to the line, oh, not Sharp, we tuck in behind Rockstar. Sharp wins the stage. Rockstar gets P2, Luke P3, me P4, and lag monster over here, Austin Flick P5. So, that was a lot of action for stage number 2. And I should point this out, you don't get points for stages, you just get points for the final stage, just like the old truck days used to be. And basically, we're going to come in again. I feel like the majority of the field this time will come in for pit. The majority of the field this time will come in. As I try to jack up the PSIs up to 60. And before I forget, shout out to probably your dad for winning the A main, J Money and Justin for being in P2, and in the other B main, shout out to Trilogy, aka Organized Shell, for winning that second B main. So you had Dad with a good first place in the A main, the main event, if you will, and Trill for winning the second B main. There were so many drivers that we just split up into 2s. And I'm going to give a shout out to J Money Justin for finishing P2 in the A main. That's a good result for him. As we go on to our B main, the final laps of the night for us, as me, Rockstar, has probably ran as more laps as anybody, as I just cut MBF off. It had to be done. As look at Luke making money moves underneath Smitty King. And I'm just going to tuck in behind him, heel. As we're going to run him in that 97 truck. 5th place as Luke is contact. Baba is just not having it today in that 68 truck. And basically, everything gets arranged and back to a low stress situation. As at this point, you're basically figuring out how are you going to get the job done. You got 11 laps here. You can't mess it up. As MBF tries to make some money moves, but it's not going to work. As he's going to go to the back. As soon as we all stop checking up. But we're in 5th place. I'm in a good spot right now. Especially for a track that I'm not particularly comfortable in. Like going a $1.80, $1.90 into turn 3 is not really what I think is me, if you will. As Bobber gets hung out, don't you think about coming down, big fella, as we make contact. And we are going to go into P number 4, Quattro, if you will. As there was action in the back of that pack. Sharp is trying to find his way to me and Luke. But it's kind of hard when we are in a big Congo line. And it's basically just... So it's basically just Russian roulette at this point. If you get red, you get red. If you're done, you're done. If you win, you win. It is what it is, big fella. And yeah, we're basically just going to ride around and forth. But here comes Sharp, the A champion from season, I want to say 8 or 7. 7 or 8 he won the Cup championship. As we have 2 A champions in this field. I am one of them. If you know, you know. From season 3. And Sharp is the other one. Luke has won a truck championship, so we have some really good trucks in this B main. Even though our luck did not go our way. And I see... I see grass piling up. Big wreck. Oh, look at the field! It's... What? It's in half? We have a truck on pit road. I think that is... We'll see. I don't know who that is, but we'll see who that is in just a second. Half the field is gone. We are down to 6 trucks with a good chance to win this race. We will see who the truck is on pit road, if I can tell who it is. And it looks like the 20 of Sharp. That is... Man. He must have gotten caught up in that accident. Rip in the chat to the lag wreck that took out probably one of the good favorites to win not only this race, but one of the good favorites to win this championship. It's like I said, the amount of points you receive in B versus A is dramatic as Austin Flick. I don't know. Oh! He just sat back like the ghost, like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Back in the 6th place. He's scaring me. He is scaring me tenfold, ladies and gentlemen. As it's right now, Rockstar, T-Bone, Luke, me, Clay, and Flick, the 6 trucks in this lead pack. We've got 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go in this race. I don't mean to make that move, as the momentum just took me there. But I'll let Luke back in, like a cheeky lad. As I'm thinking about what am I going to make, what moves do I have to make to pass 3 trucks? Because I mean, you know, I would like to. I mean, at least I would like to have some consolation to this. And riding around in 4th is not going to do it. Because those 3 trucks up there ain't going to get it done. They're not going to mess anything up, you know. They're not going to put a wheel out of place. So I'm going to have to find my own digging heel. I got me and Clay and Flick as I try to make a move. And it's on. The move is on. The move is on. Me, Luke, and Clay going to the high side. Against the 2 of T-Bone and Rockstar, the 24 and the 23. But that 3, and we got Flick back there in that lagging 33. We are heel. Luke comes down. He is the new leader of the race. Me, Clayboy, and Flick are still together. It's 3 on 3. The inside line is not there. Here comes the 56 to the front. We are side by side. That inside line is still not moving. 5 laps to go. They are not bumper to bumper. We are bumper to bumper. Forget Clay. We come down in front of Luke, and new leader is the 56 truck of Dope Randy YT. When's the last time you've heard that? Probably the Stone Age is the last time you've heard that. And so now We go from the hunt told to the hunted because we've got technically 4.5 laps to go now. And basically, we just gotta play defense. We gotta play some hella defense. And so I'm watching Luke, Rockstar, Clay, and T-Bone, and Flick. The 6 of us have a chance to win. Any of us. And so, even though I only get 15 points, it'd be a good consolation. At least, it'll give me some confidence. And you know what? 4 laps to go. No matter what happens, I am having fun. The last couple of seasons, I've been dreading every Monday and Thursday, finishing mid-pack. I'm having hella fun right now. As Rockstar, Clay, and T-Bone are sagging, they might try to make some moves, but it's not gonna. They're just gonna latch on to Luke's tailgate. But yeah, I am having a hella fun right now, and if you want to see this continue, hit the thumbs up. Oh, I couldn't do that. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe to your boy. I know it's been. As Rockstar gets up, he makes muscle moves on the Luke, and he tries to go into me, but that's not happening. That is not happening at all. As we are coming to 3 laps to go, and my game, they can't. If they go high, I'm gonna have to go high. I'm just gonna have to go with the number soul, And I'm not really comfortable with restrictor plates. I remember in particular, especially with a person in this pack that me and T-Bone had at the time one of the closest finishes in silver history. T-Bone timed a move perfectly at Talladega in the Cup. I think it was season 3 or 4, one of the two. And he got me. A good clean race that day. And basically I'm thinking, how do I not let that happen again? As Rockstar is sagging back, he might be trying to make a move right here. But I'm actually gaining on him, which is kind of surprising. As we're coming to 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. The gap has stabilized at 0.2 of a second, but it's basically 5 on 1. So they might be trying to make some moves right here. Again, I'm just going to have to go with the numbers, or as it looks like, as Rockstar has kind of separated himself from Clay, but now Clay is starting to come back to Rockstar. And now Rockstar is coming towards me as he tries to go fake high, goes low, but I'm there for that. And I blocked that pretty good. And even gained a 10th on him. As we are coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. In the B main, the co-main, but I don't care. 1 lap to go, presented by Monster Energy. # cheap plug. Rockstar makes a move. He is going high. I'm having none of it. He makes contact again, and again with Clayboy. I am loving it. They are all by themselves having a jig, if you will. No one is coming from the back. Here comes Clay to the high side. I make him as wide as possible. That's not going to work. Clay is gone. It's now T-Bone is now on me. He is right behind me. What is he going to do? Coming out of turn 3. Can I finally win something? I am blocking high. Here we come to the finish line. Here comes Luke. Goes on the apron. He gets a shot from Flick. Are you fucking kidding me? And what? Are you serious? Is there anything I can do? What? Flick. That was, what? 500 yards away, and I blocked everything just fine and dandy, and then Austin Flick, the one and only time the lag goes forward and not backwards, he shoves Luke into the victory circle, which I find ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. But we finish second. It is what it is. But Oh, man! Man! I had that perfectly timed and blocked, but that's just... That's torture. Like, I don't know what I have to do, but I will say if anyone else deserves to win, it's Luke, because he has been through some difficult times in Sofa 2, can't get a break, but damn, man, that should have been us! But shout out to, we had a good run, I guess, P2. If you want to see more races, like, subscribe, turn on the bell, and pray that Austin Flick gets some new internet, because I swear, I don't know what to do. Peace out, y'all.